Hi, everybody. This is Pilates with Meg. Welcome. All right, I'm going to start, even though I'm sure everybody's not in yet, but I'm going to go ahead and mute everyone. Looks like you guys have muted each other, so thank you. Mute all. Excellent. Welcome. If you have a band and a strap, I would grab them. We may or may not need them. If you have a block or a large book, that would be really helpful, and maybe something for your head if you feel the need to adjust and get yourself into neutral. All right, so hopefully everybody's doing okay on this very rainy Wednesday. I don't know if I prefer the hot or the cold. This weather is just crazy. All right, so we're going to start off in seated position. Crisscross the leg, opposing way that feels habitual. We're going to inhale the arms up and exhale, draw the shoulders down, relax the jaw. Inhale to stay and exhale, rotate, lengthening up and then drawing the belly in and rotating a little bit further. Inhale the arm up and over, nod the head, round the spine, relax your jaw. Let's take 2 rounds of deep breath here. Inhaling and open mouth, exhale. Really relax the shoulders, relax the neck, relax the eyes. And one more time, breathing deep into the back and sides of the rib cage. And open mouth, exhale, relax the jaw, maybe moving the head gently side to side. Inhale, stack yourself up, arms reach. And exhale, push down as you lengthen up through the crown of the head. Let's roll the shoulders up and open mouth, exhale, relax them down. And last 2, inhale, roll up and exhale down. Last one, deep breath in and exhaling, lengthening down. Take that right arm, reach up, lengthen and side flex. Deep breath in back to center, lengthen up first and side flex, relaxing the shoulder on the right. Inhale back up and exhale, lengthen and side flex. One more time, opposite side, lengthening up and exhale, side flex. Push into the floor with the right palm, lengthening that left side body. Now inhale, lift and exhale. Try to keep the fingertip where it is as you lengthen down using that right palm to guide you. Inhale, lift. Use that right palm to lengthen down, drawing the belly in. And last time, deep breath in and exhale. Reach the fingertip long, long, long as you lengthen down. Stay for an inhale as you maybe open to the ceiling. Exhale, rotate against the stability of the pelvis. Inhale, reach long at a diagonal. And then exhale, derotate, slight extension. Inhale up, both arms reach. Be sure to root to rise as you push down and lengthen up. Right arm up, lengthen up, and side flex. Use that left hand to push that hip down on the right. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, lengthening back down. Inhale to lift, and exhale, draw the belly in as you lengthen back down. And last time, deep breath in, open mouth, exhale, relax the jaw as you lengthen down. Inhale, open a little bit to the ceiling to get that extension. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, reach long at a diagonal. Exhale and derotate, inhale up, nice long stretch, exhale, lengthen down, roll the shoulders up and separate the shoulders from the ears. And one more time. And all right, coming down to the bottom third of your mat. Down a little bit. And make sure you have your strap handy if you have one, or a tie, or even a long dish towel, and your band if you have one. So feet are hip width distance apart, deep breath in, lengthen. On the exhale, start to roll down one vertebrae at a time, very methodically, flattening those abs. Head comes down to the floor. Bring the feet hip width distance apart so that when you lift, your ankles are right underneath your knees. Just let's get into a neutral. So inhale, deep breath. On the exhale, let's just play around with the pelvis by tipping the pubic bone up towards the ceiling. As you do that, your chin probably reaches up as well. Inhale, open the distance, exaggerating the arch in the back so you know what that feels like. When you do that, your pubic bone goes down, chin comes down to the chest. So somewhere in between there is neutral. Palms face up, deep breath in. Go ahead and push yourself up. Make sure nothing's underneath your head, no pillow or block or book. Squeeze the glutes and kind of notice what feels tight. Is it the hip flexors, the quads? Is it the low back that's taking the brunt of this? So just be mindful, because hopefully after a series of exercises, certain tightness will go away. Stay for a deep breath in, lengthen from ribs to hips, as if I was dragging and drawing your knees away from the crown of your head, so they're pulling in opposing directions. And then exhale, karate chop at the hips, sacrum hits the mat first. So deep breath in, exhale one more time, come straight up, lengthen from ribs to hips, squeezing those glutes, and exhale, karate chop at the hips, sacrum hits the mat first, as opposed to articulating down. Bring the feet to the wide edges of the mat, palms face up, deep breath in. Before you move, get that rib cage down and together, and then let's draw the knees over to the right, just lengthening from ribs to hips on the left. Great way to do that is squeeze the glute, feel the openness of the hip flexor, and then inhale back to center. Exhale, draw the legs over to the left, squeeze that right glute to open up the hip flexor, lengthening from ribs to hips on the right side, and then drawing it back to center. We're just gonna add on a bit, so the legs are to the wide edges of the mat still. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, drawing those knees over to the right. Stay for a deep inhale, squeeze the glute, lengthen that left knee, maybe drag a little bit towards the floor. On your next inhale, just drag your arm that's out wide to the side, just drag it right up over the head, still on the floor. The shoulder draws down, but the fingertip reaches in the opposing direction of that left knee. So as you breathe, draw the breath right into that left side, and then on the exhale, just relax the jaw, relax the neck. If your neck is feeling any tension, just nod it side to side, deep breaths in, into that left side body, and long breaths out. Really think about lengthening that knee, maybe drawing it to the floor a bit. One more time. And open mouth exhale. Bring that arm back out to the side. Stabilize your core by pulling up on that pelvic floor with the Kegel, and the legs come back to center. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring the legs over to the left side, squeezing the glute, lengthening, and then bring that right arm up overhead. Fingertip reaches in the opposing direction of that right knee. Squeezing that right glute, deep breath in. Drawing all the breath into the right side body, and on the exhale, surrender the chest, relax the jaw. 2 more breaths. And open mouth, relaxing the jaw. Again, if you feel any holding in your neck, just try to turn it side to side to relax it. And 1 more, deep breath in and long breath out. Stay for an inhale, bringing the arm back in line, exhale, stabilize, and then bring the legs back to center. We're gonna take the strap and bring the right leg to tabletop. Draw that right leg up, and you're gonna push through the heel. That left leg goes long, and you don't wanna lift it too high that you're going to this imprint. That's no good. So if you need to, lower the leg down so that your chin is in neutral, your pelvis is in neutral. And the goal here is just to lengthen up through the heel. The left leg, squeezing that left glute, lengthening through the heel. Inhale, point that right toe, and exhale, dorsiflex. And inhale, point, and then use that heel to really lengthen the femur, that leg, bone right out of the hip socket. You're anchored down by your hip, but that lengthening of the leg is what we're looking for. Last time, deep breath in, point, feel that inner knee muscle engage, and then exhale, dorsiflex. Keep the foot dorsiflex. Take your strap, and if you don't have a strap, you just draw the baby toe down towards the floor. Inhale back to center. Exhale, feeling the stretch in the outside of the leg as you draw that left side of the strap down. And then inhale back to center. 2 more times. As you're doing this, make sure that you lengthen through that left heel and you're still squeezing that left glute. And here's your last time. Get that great stretch on the inside and the outside of the leg. Back to center, take the strap In the right hand, both straps, if you don't have a strap, you can just hold your leg and guide it out. So you just hold like this and guide it out, lengthening way out to the side. In this position, your left leg's lengthening in a different direction than your right, but that lengthening still is occurring. Take that left arm, reach it up overhead if you can balance without letting that left hip come off the ground, and just try to lengthen through the middle finger, through that left heel as you reach the right heel wide to the side. Deep breath in, and nice relaxing breath out. And one more time, deep breath in, lengthening through all those extremities, and exhale. Stay for an inhale. Don't just throw that leg back. Really pull up on the pelvic floor first, stabilize your core, bring the leg back, switch hands, lengthen from ribs to hips, and only bring that right leg over the left about 12 to 18 inches. The right arm is going to reach up over the head, and that left heel is still reaching nice and long. So deep breath in, relaxing breath out. If you go too far with the leg, you're going to lose the essence of the exercise. So make sure you're only about 12 inches. You should feel the stretch all down the side of the right leg. Last time. And exhale. Inhale, bring the arm back out to the side. Pull up on the pelvic floor with that exhale. Bring the leg to tabletop. Remove the band, the strap, and draw that right leg in. So knee draws towards the chest, not so much that you're arching the back in that posterior, or tipping the pubic bone, that posterior tilt. So stay in neutral, even if you have to let off on drawing the leg in. That left leg is still reaching long, still squeezing in the glute. And let's just circle the femur of that right leg in the hip socket. So inhaling and exhaling, just to lubricate the joint a bit, and then opposite direction. And then take that right palm and just guide that right leg wide to the side. Now, I always think it's best to lengthen while we exercise. So I point my toe or dorsiflex, but I don't leave it just flat and idle. I really try to lengthen at every point to optimize the workout. Stay for a deep inhale and stay for an exhale. Inhale, deep breath to prepare. And on the exhale, pull up on that pelvic floor, bring the leg back to center, tabletopping it, and then drawing that right leg gently over to the left. Maybe reaching that right arm up over the head as you lengthen from that top right hip. So you're lengthening the right side body still. Deep breath in. Even if you take your left hand and draw that hip down, and long breath out. Last time. Relaxing breath out. Inhale, bring the arm back in line, out to the side. Exhale, pull up on the pelvic floor and bring that leg back to center. Bring it down, toe ball heel. Take that left leg, bring it wide so that it's at the corner of the bottom side of the left side of the mat. Take the right leg, crisscross it over at the ankle, taking the right wrist and just gently feeling that nice stretch. Squeeze both glutes, point both toes, and just relax the jaw. One more breath like that, deep breath in, opening those hip flexors by squeezing the glutes, and then exhale. Inhale, releasing that right wrist, right leg, bring that left leg back to where the right leg is, and you're in a nice neutral. Let's take the other side. So inhale, the left leg up to tabletop, take the strap, place it underneath the left ball of the foot, shouldn't be right on the ball, but a little bit underneath. Take that right leg, reach it long, push to the heel. And again, lengthening through that heel. Take one deep breath and like nice long exhale. That right leg pushing to the heel, squeezing the glute, stays and lengthens. Let's point that left foot and exhale, push through the heel. Nice and gently at first, inhale, point, engage that quad, and then exhale, lengthen through the heel. And last time, deep breath in as you point, and exhale, lengthen through the heel. Really reach that femur, that leg bone right out of the hip socket as your sacrum's anchoring you down. All right, stay for a deep inhale. On the exhale, let's draw that strap on the right side down towards the floor so that outside part of the leg is getting stretched. Inhale back to center. So for those of you who don't have a strap, you can just move the leg side to side. Just see if I can get. And you just draw the baby toe down and then draw the big toe down. Good. And then on the next exhale, take the straps, both of them, into the left hand. Squeeze that glute on the right, anchoring that right hip down. I'd like you to open that leg wide to the side. Deep breath in and long breath out. Taking that right arm, reaching it up over the head. As you're reaching that right leg long, squeezing the glute, pushing through the heel, you're also reaching long through that middle finger, but you're drawing the shoulders down at the same time. Deep breath in and long breath out. So this isn't just about the left side of the body, but the right side's getting a nice stretch too. And exhale, relaxing the throat. Maybe nod the head side to side. Stay for an inhale. Be very mindful. Don't just bring the leg back. Pull up on the pelvic floor. Stabilize your whole core. And then distally move the leg against the stability of the core. Switch the side of the strap to the right hand. Lengthen that left side of the. Take that left arm if you wish and lengthen it up ahead as you reach the left hip away from the fingertip on the left. Deep breath in. Again, don't go too far with this leg or you lose the essence of the exercise. The stretch. Deep breath in and relaxing. Breath out and one more time. And exhaling. Stay for a deep inhale. Exhale, stabilize, bring the leg back to center, bend that knee, remove the strap, bring that left leg in. Again, be mindful not to reach the chin up towards the chest, up towards the ceiling. Be mindful to have that neutral spine, lengthening through the spine at all times. And let's just get some lubrication in that joint by rotating the femur in the hip socket in one direction. And then make sure you're breathing as you do it in the opposite direction. Deep breath in to draw it in and exhale wide to the side using that left palm to guide that leg over to the side. That right leg is still reaching, that right glute is still squeezing, and take that right arm, reach it up over the head. Deep breath in, lengthening on the right side, relaxing breath out. One more time as you lengthen through that groin area. On the next exhale, bring it back to center. Take that leg, tabletop it. Take that right palm, reach it to the outside of the left leg, and bring that leg over to the right side. If you feel like stretching that arm on the left up, you can do that. It's a little bit of a balance. Lengthen from ribs to hips on the top. Relax the jaw. Deep breath in and relaxing breath out. One more time. And exhale. Bring that arm back in line, pull up on the pelvic floor, slowly bring that leg back to center, bring it down. Bring that right leg wide to the side. We're going to stretch the left side body. Bring that left leg over the right, take that left wrist, squeeze those glutes, that little banana stretch, point those toes, and just get a nice stretch in the left side body. 2 more breaths. Last time. Relaxing the jaw. And then release that left wrist, bend that left leg, bend the right leg. And we're going to roll over onto our side for a little bit of side planking. So, a couple of things if you want to do this where if you have shoulder issues, you may want to try it down on your forearm. That can sometimes, in my opinion, be less aggravating, but to some people, you might prefer actually, even with a shoulder injury, to come up. So there are 2 options, being down or up. And then another option with the leg is having one knee bent, slowly bring yourself up here. So you have the support of this leg, the top leg. Or if you're feeling like you really want to be challenged, both legs go long. One is in front of the other. Exhale, bring yourself up and do the full side plank. So deep breath in and long breath out. Otherwise you're here or you're here. Deep breaths in, lengthening through that middle finger on the right arm that's reaching up towards the ceiling. If you want a distraction, you can circle the arm. Make sure you're squeezing the glute. Lengthening through the crown of the head. Last two. Last one. Stay for a deep inhale. Slowly bend the knee if you're up on the full leg and flex at the hip. Take a moment to just rotate those wrists. You can roll the neck gently side to side. And then we're going to go into the rotation. If the rotation ends up being too much on you, another thing you can do, which I think is wonderful, is coming up and reaching. And then back to center. So if rotation proves to be too much, you can reach up and over. All right, deep breath in, however you're gonna position yourself. On the exhale, rotate. Inhale to open, we're doing 5. Exhale to rotate. The slower you go, the more challenging it is. And exhale. Inhale, open, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, open. And last time. Inhale, open. Bend the knee, flex the hip, rotate. And coming to the other side. Fingertips reaching out, maybe coming onto one leg or reaching out nice and long through both. Deep breath in. On the exhale, bring yourself up. Squeezing the glutes, proud chest. Relax the shoulders. Make sure you don't fall into the shoulder. Really push into the floor. Fill the back with muscle. And here we go. Last two. Squeezing those glutes, last one. Stay for a deep inhale. Bend the knee. Flex the hip. Come down, rotate. Maybe roll the head side to side. And again, if the rotation's too much and you want to just reach up and over, you could do that. Deep breath in, exhaling. Legs are staggered, deep breath in, open a bit. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, open. And exhale. 3 more. And 2. 1 more time. Squeezing those glutes as you open. Always end on an opening. Bend the knee, flex the hip, and rotate those wrists. Deep breaths in, and nice long breaths out. All right, coming back to all fours. Let's take a nice stretch, curl those toes underneath. Hips are underneath the knees. Puppy stretch. I often do with the forehead. I've seen it with the chin to the mat, just trying to reach down. I think sometimes that's a little compromising on the cervical, so I do the forehead. Deep breath in. Lengthening through that tailbone. 1 more time. And exhale. Bring your hands back underneath the shoulders. Curl the toes under, deep breath in, sit back on those heels. Reach the arms nice and long. Rock the forehead side to side. Inhaling. And exhaling. From here, walk your hands over to the left, right palm on top of left. Get that nice stretch in the right side body. Draw the belly in. 1 more. Drawing your belly in. Back to center and opposite direction. Feel the stretch on the left side body. Draw that left hip back. And 1 more time. Open mouth, exhale. Back to center. We're going to work a little bit of our glutes. So have your block ready. We'll use it in a moment. So if this is too much on your wrist, you can come down to your forearms. We're going to be lengthening the leg out long and then lifting it and doing some glute work. Or you can come up onto the fists. So take that right leg, reach it long. Deep breath in, rock forward. Exhale, gently push back. Squeeze that right glute and just feel the stretch in the calf. Deep breath in and long breath out. Shoulders drawing down. One more. And exhale. Coming back to center. Now, this is an important part. Squeeze the glute on that right side. Lengthen and lift the leg to hip height without shifting the weight anywhere. So often what I see with people is they go to lift the leg and they'll do this. So push into the floor, fill the back with muscle, squeeze the glute, float the leg, lengthening it nice and long without shifting your weight. Point your toe, and then dorsiflex. 2 more. Squeezing that glute the whole time. It's all about lengthening the leg so it appears nice and long and lean. Keep it dorsiflex, bend the knee. So notice I'm not here. I'm all the way up to hip height. And the emphasis is on the up. So notice the rest of my body is not moving. This is hard. Squeeze the glute. If you're doing this and you're moving the rest of the body, you're not isolating the core against the movement of the legs. So we've got 10 more. Squeezing that glute, squeezing that glute. Very minimal motion. It shouldn't come down lower than the hip. So the emphasis is on the up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point the toe, lengthen. Reach, reach, reach. And then bend the knee, bring it down. We're going to do 1 shell stretch and open it up. Deep breath in, roll the forehead side to side, and long breath out. Back up, we're going to do the opposite side. Left leg long, rock forward, gently push back. Now notice when I push back, nothing drops. My head is still traction back. My abdominals are still in. Take 2 more breaths while I just show you. The one thing that I worry about with glute exercise is people arch their back like this, and they start to lose their balance. So really draw the belly in, and it's just little minimal movements of pushing up. All right, so you're still pushing back. Back to center. Without repositioning the, rebalancing the body, exhale, squeeze the glute, just float the leg to hip height. Dial that baby toe in, deep breath in, point, and dorsiflex. Inhale to point, and exhale to dorsiflex. Make sure that head's traction back, shoulders are drawing down. On your next exhale, stay at the dorsiflexion, bend the knee, and little pulses up. And I'm talking little. We're really trying to isolate these very, very intrinsic muscles. Trying to draw the belly in to support the low back. The last thing I want is arching of the back. I want neutral spine. 10 more. Shoulders draw down. Relax the jaw for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach that leg long, point the toe, and then bend it down. Open the legs and shell stretch it out. If you're doing that correctly, it is not easy. Forehead to the mat, nestle your bum in your heels, deep breath in, and relaxing breath out. Walk your hands to the left, right palm, walk your hands to the right, left palm on top of right. Stretch that left side body, back to center, and then stretch the right palm on top of left. Deep breath in, and nice long, relaxing breath out. Back to center, and we're going to swing around, grabbing our band. If you have one, it's not necessary. It's just not going to be as challenging. The band goes around. You definitely want to tie it. My suggestion is if you tie it, do it in a bow tie, because once you get it in this, it's very hard to get out. All right. Ideally, finding a wall space where you can put your feet. Again, not imperative, but it does help lengthen you through the spine. So, kind of at an angle here, but you want to be a 45-degree angle from your hip, knee to feet. Balls of the feet are on a wall if you can find one. If not, just visualize lengthening through the spine. This is an important piece because you don't want your head being down You want to be supported. So have the distance between your neck and your shoulder. Another important piece, make sure that you're not here with the bottom shoulder forward. Make sure you're stacked. And last, make sure you have your mouse house. Oftentimes we're lying flat-knied or our chin is reaching long. Notice the difference when I lengthen out. So get that mouse house. Deep breath in, and you can breathe however you'd like. For some reason, women prefer exhaling on the way down, men prefer exhaling on the way up. I'm not sure why, but as long as you're breathing, that's the most important piece. Make sure you have your mouse house. Deep breath in. And I'm going to exhale up, but you can do whatever you like. I'm the anomaly that prefers what the men prefer. If you're against a wall, gently push the feet into the wall, reminding you to lengthen through the back of the neck. So the resisting as you bring that leg down, don't just let the leg come down with the strap. If you have one, really resist it. Being sure to engage your core. We have 5 more. Trying to go a little higher each time, but being mindful not to rock the hip. For example, don't do this to get higher. Hips stay stable against the movement of the leg. And 3. And 2. And one last time, hold it up, lengthen through the crown of the head. Deep breaths in. And open mouth, relaxing breath out. 2 more. Even if you have to take your hand, remind yourself to relax the eyes, relax the chest, relax the jaw. Resist it down on the inhale. Remove the block on the exhale and roll onto your back. Palms face up, feet are hip width distance apart. And then from that neutral position, exhale, come up. Now remember, we did this at the beginning, and you may have experienced tightness in the hips, or maybe your low back was feeling it. Hopefully this has alleviated that issue a bit. And once we go to the opposite side, it should do it even more. Karate chop at the hip, sacrum hits the mat first. Let's roll over to the other side. So I'm going to take you guys, little Blair Witch Project-y, and bring you up over here. There we go. So you're flipping on the opposite side. If you have a wall, placing your feet down at the wall. Shoulders are stacked. Notice this little mouse house. That's a very important thing. You don't want to be flat and idle. So take that top hip, lengthen it. So you have the length between the ribs and the hips. Traction the head back so that's also in neutral. Deep breath in. And again, however you wish to breathe. Watching that hip to remain nice and stable, resisting coming down. Every exhale, think about relaxing the eyes, relaxing the jaw. Try not to use this as a tension-ridden exercise that causes more strain in the neck. Try to engage at the core. And if you're against a wall, every once in a while, just gently push in. It'll allow you to lengthen through the crown of the head. Maybe trying to lengthen the leg a little higher each time. 5 more. Thinking about drawing the belly in. 2 more. Relaxing the shoulders on the exhale. And on the next one, just stay up and hold. So this isometric hold as you push into the wall, lengthening through the crown of the head, relaxing the jaw. 2 more. Maybe lift it a little higher. And 1 more time. Inhale as you slowly resist it down. Exhale, remove the block coming onto your backside. Palms face up. Feet are hip width distance apart. neutral spine, deep breath in, and hopefully you can just float up, and it's much less effort than it was at the beginning. Deep breath in to lengthen through those knees. And on the exhale, karate chop with the hips, sacrum hits the mat first. One more time. Exhale first, relax the shoulders, weave the ribs, lift the pelvis, stay for an inhale, pretend like someone's lengthening you through your knees, lengthening from ribs to hips, and then surrender the chest. This is different than karate chopping. This is articulating down, keeping the pubic bone lifted as long as possible, rolling through imprint where that low back is slightly lengthened on the bottom of the mat, and then back to neutral where that natural curve of your spine is present. We're going to roll over to the same side, lengthen out, bring you up, and keep the band on if you have it. Again, not necessary, but it does help with some resistance. You bring that left leg to a 90-degree angle. The right leg goes long, as if you're standing on it. Pushing through that top heel, I should say the top leg goes long, not necessarily the right leg, because it depends on which one you're. So that top leg goes long, mouse house. Make sure you're lengthening through that heel. So now it's an inhale up, and exhale, lengthen the leg for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift it up. And exhale, lengthening for 4, 3, 2, 1. So position-wise, this leg that's on the floor is a 90-degree angle. So it's like it's in tabletop, and the top leg is lengthening. Sometimes the band can be a little challenging. It rolls off the knee. So if you don't have a band, you're probably in better shape. Inhale up and lengthening for 4, 3, 2, 1. And notice as I lengthen this leg out, squeeze the glute, this mouse house gets bigger each time because I'm trying to lengthen on that side of my body. And 5 more. Remember, pulling up on the pelvic floor, drawing all the energy, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the chest, and drawing all that strength towards your core with the Kegel, with the drawing of the belly in. And 2 more times. Last time. Good. Reach it up, stay there, point the toe, engage that quad. Little circles on the wall. Nice and slow as you can. And then opposite direction. Stay there, reach. Exhale, pull up on the pelvic floor. Slowly bend the knee on top of the other. Remove the block. You may want a smaller book or block there just to support the head if you need it. Arms open, knees stay together as much as they can. The top knee will probably come off a bit. And try to lengthen from ribs to hips on that top. Deep breath in and long breath out. And 1 more time, making sure you're lengthening in the back of the neck. Stay for an inhale, bending that bottom arm. And on the exhale, that top arm reaches up, touches the floor, allows you to push yourself up and roll off to the other side. And we'll lengthen the other side. Shoulders are stacked. Bottom leg is at a 90. We can put both legs at a 90-degree angle to start if you wish. And then on the exhale, lengthening that top leg. Pushing through the heel. And again, lengthening from ribs to hips. Deep breath in. Leg comes up. Squeeze that glute. And then lengthen down. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift. And lengthening down. Lifting up. Again, taking the arm and just the hand and just relaxing the jaw, relaxing the chest, drawing all the energy to the core. And 5 more. Relaxing the shoulders. Drawing the belly in. Squeezing the glute. One of my biggest downfalls is I lose count. I think one more. Inhale, lift up, point the toe. Really, really reach it nice and long, little circles. Little, and I mean little, nice and controlled. And then opposite direction. Pulling up on the pelvic floor, relaxing the jaw. Lengthen, lengthen, exhale, pull up on the pelvic floor, bend that knee. Move the block. And slowly, and this is where you may need something underneath your head to support your head because I don't want your chin reaching up towards the ceiling. I'd rather have you have something here supporting it so you can lengthen from roots to hips on the top. Deep breath in. Relaxing. Breath out. And one more time, deep breath in. And nice long open mouth. Breath out. Bend that elbow on the arm below. Top arm comes up and lengthens over. Use your hands, pushing yourself up. Let's remove that band if you have it on. And we're going to do a little rotation. This class goes so fast every week. Try to fit it all in. All right, now you're going to need your block. Taking the left hand on the block, slightly forward of the left shoulder. That left leg goes long. Make sure that this right knee is not forward of the hip because you'll put too much pressure on the hip. So make sure that's at least underneath the hip, if not a little bit further back. Taking that right fingertip behind the right ear, pushing back on that left heel gently, squeezing that left glute, just slowly open. Again, the rotation's underneath the torso. So it shouldn't look like this. It should be, so sorry, that's the inhale. Exhale, shoulders come down, elbow draws towards the wrist on the left side. That left elbow does bend. Inhale, open, squeezing that left glute. And good. Inhale, open. Beautiful. Exhale, shoulders come down, draw the belly in and rotate. Two more. And exhale. Pushing back on that heel. Last time, inhale, open. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, open, because we always end on an opening. Lower the arm, lower the leg, remove the block. Left leg long. Right hand slightly forward again of the right shoulder. I'm sorry, left hand slightly forward of the left shoulder. Right arm reaches nice and long. Squeeze that left glute. And exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, lifting up. Really rotate from underneath the rib cage. Exhale, draw the belly in and thread the needle. And last two. Last one, inhale. If you're doing this right, your left arm should be working every time. Every time you bend that left elbow and extend it. So that right arm is thread through, that left arm is reaching long, that left leg is reaching long. Just relax. Drawing the belly in, deep breath in. Nice long, relaxing breath out. One more time. Relaxing the shoulders. Bend that left knee. Bring that left palm in line with the forehead. As you start to push into that left palm, extend that left leg, pushing through the heel. The right arm reaches up for one more opening. Squeeze that left glute. And then lower the arm, lower the leg. Open the legs and chill, stretch it out. Deep breath in, shoulders are relaxed, and long breath out. Walk the hands to the left, right palm on top of left, stretching the right side body. Deep breath in, and nice long breath out. One more time. Back to center and opposite direction. Deep breath in. And open mouth. Breath out. One more time. Relax the jaw. Back to center. Let's go to the opposite side. Block underneath the right finger or right hand. Right leg goes on, squeeze the glute. Left leg, bent at the knee and underneath the left hip. Fingertip behind the ear, it's an inhale, open. Exhale, squeezing, or drawing the shoulders down, sorry, elbow to wrist. Inhale as you squeeze the glute. And exhale, shoulders draw down, elbow to wrist. Still pushing back on that right heel. Inhale, open. Relaxing the jaw as you rotate, drawing the belly in. Last two. And last one, deep breath in. And exhaling. Inhale to open. Lower the arm, lower the leg, remove the block. Hand returns where the block was. Right leg goes long, gently pushing through that heel. Full left arm extension. Inhale, open, squeezing that right glute. Exhale, shoulders draw down, thread the needle. Inhale, open. Exhale, draw the belly in, support the low back, and thread the needle. Inhale, open. And relax the jaw. And last. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. I think we have one more. Inhale, open if we're doing 5. Squeeze that right glute. And exhale, thread the needle all the way down, head to the floor. Support yourself not just with your knee on the left side, but with the arm on the right that's reached long, with the leg on the right that's also reached long, and the shoulder that's relaxed down on the floor on the left. Deep breath in. 4 points of contact, relax into it. One more time. Drawing the belly in, creating space. Bend that right knee to support the head. Bend the right hand so it's in line with the forehead. As you slowly push yourself up with that right arm, extend that right leg long. Left arm goes long. De-rotate, lower down. Let's shell stretch it out. Arms reach, nestle your bum in your heels. Take the forehead and just gently rock it side to side. Deep breath in and relaxing breath out. And one more time. Walk your hands to the right, left palm on top of right. Feel the stretch in that left side body. One more deep breath and long breath out. Inhale back to center. Exhale, opposite direction, right palm on top of left. Feel the stretch in that right side body. Draw that right hip back. One more time. Bring your hands right back in line. Curl the toes underneath. Deep breath in, sit back on those heels. Reach the arms slightly longer, shoulders draw down. Push the palms in the palm, yeah, I guess it would be the palm. The palms into that mat, pushing the mat as if you're trying to rip it in half, lengthening from the spine, from the tailbone all the way to the crown of the head. Wiggle the heels side to side, and then back up onto all fours. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Take the tops of those toes, tap them down. Hopefully the ankles are getting a little bit more flexible. When I first started this, a long time ago, but my ankles could literally not reach the floor. Now that I've stretched them, I have nice flexibility, which is great. Curling the toes open or under, push into the floor, fill the back with muscle, generous bend to the knees, walk yourself back, ragdoll, relax the head. Gently nod your head yes, and then shake your head no. Then with the strength in your bent knees and the legs, slowly roll up, one vertebrae at a time. Remember, the head rolls up last. And we're in standing position. Deep breath in, arms reach. Take the right wrist, bring it gently over to the left side, drawing the belly in to create space. Inhale back to center. Exhale, anchor the opposite foot from the way you're going so you can get a greater stretch in that side. Inhale back to center, last time. Inhale back to center. And last time to this side. Inhale back to center. Bring the hands to heart center. Inhale up and exhale. Roll the shoulders up and down. And 2 more. And then 1 at a time. Deep breaths in. And long breaths out. Good. 1 last deep breath in. Bring the hands to heart center. Inhale up and exhale. Let's take the head, nod it forward, rolling it to one side. Stay for an inhale. Relax the jaw, relax the shoulders. Roll the head down, opposite side. Deep breath in. And nice long open mouth, relaxing jaw, breath out. Roll it back down, roll the shoulders up along with the head, and then separate the shoulders from the ears and just roll the shoulders one at a time. Let's do one big breath in and then push down as you lengthen through the crown of the head. Good job, you guys. Unmuted. All right, so everybody's unmuted. All right, so I have a question for anyone who's not in. I always seem to go over, but I'm not, as I realize, I'm not sure if classes usually go 50 minutes or 55 minutes. 55? Because I can, you know, I always thought they went 50, but then I went over and then some people had to leave, so I always felt badly. But what do most people say? No? Okay. I'm pretty sure Cindy told me 50. So I was feeling like, oh my gosh, I usually go to like 115. I'm probably holding people up. But anyway.
It's great.
Week. It was good to see everybody, at least your names. And yeah, enjoy your week. Happy Labor Day.
Thank you.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye.